So we already talked about your first meeting with Coach Self right when you stepped on campus. But what was your first practice welcome to Coach Self moment? Because we've all had it, like where you think you're sitting there doing good or whatever. It's the day that he picks you. He's gonna figure out what you're made of that day. What was your first experience with that?
We were doing blackout break. It was in the summertime, and I turned it over, and I didn't run back on defense. I was like, damn, I turned it over. He was like, hold on. Are you serious? Are you serious? You're that soft. You're soft. He was just yelling at me, calling me a whole bunch of stuff, and I'm like, I ain't know what to say because I'm like, I'm used to like, hey, him being nice and stuff like that. So after I like locked in, I was kind of just like, oh shit, like I gotta lock in. But I had KJ tell me, he was just like, if he ever get on your ass, just like, just say yes, sir. Like he's just looking on how are you gonna respond to this? So I feel like them, like him, like KJ, Kev, Wando, like they helped me in that situation for sure. Because I would have, just been quiet, but I'll be talking back now.
And Juan and KJ both, because KJ, you know how he is. Like he's just strictly business. Like he's business. Mm-hmm. He's just gonna shut up. He's gonna go do what he needs to do. And Juan's a quiet guy until you get to know him.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Juan struggled with that a lot to start. Like Coach Self, he did the same thing you did. He turned the ball over once or twice, and Coach Self would just absolutely obliterate him because you couldn't get a rise out of Juan. So Juan would get it worse. And so that is a good guy to like listen to and kind of have you guide because it took him a while. Mitch, I think you can attest to this because he was a red shirt the second semester of our senior year, or our junior year. And yeah, Coach Self would like really, really get into him and pretty much just see like, hey, how far can I take this until Juan's like breaks? And there was a couple of times he did break a little bit, but he definitely improved a ton about it. And that's what made him great in these big moments. And I think there is always a silver lining to these things that are going on because it always has a purpose. No matter what it is, if Coach Self comes to you after practice and is like, hey, man, I love the way you're playing. That has a purpose, not for tomorrow. It has a purpose for March 8th, when we're going to be in San Antonio playing in the second round or whatever it is.
No doubt, yeah. And that's something that I definitely noticed, like how calculated Coach is. Like he's a super calculated dude. He moves with like reason with everything that he does. Like super.
He'll get done with practice and like you'll feel so down about yourself. Like, God, man, I couldn't make a shot today. Like I couldn't do anything right. And Coach Self will come up to you and be like, "Yeah, you're trying so hard out there. Like you're so." Yeah. And then like it'll change your like. I remember being in practice. Like I had a shit day, and Coach Self would come up to me like, just like walk by me in the hallway and be like, told me, "Yeah, you did so great today. Like you're trying so hard. I see it." And it would just change my entire like outlook on basketball in general. Like I think that's just something that he's so good at reading his players and understanding when people need a boost of confidence, when people need to hear something good. Like I think that's something special about him.